Okay, I'm really tripping out with this Alec Baldwin thing, but I don't know exactly what happened with it, but I can kind of explain what happened to Brandon Lee. With Brandon Lee, they went to a set, or they were building a pawn shop set, so they went to a pawn shop and they built or bought everything in the pawn shop to use for the set, and live rounds made it onto the set. The prop master armorer found him, said, "What the hell, you're not supposed to bring live rounds onto a set." So he put the bullets in his trunk, and it came to a point where they needed dummy rounds to film a scene. So the way a bullet works is you have the bullet, the shell, and back here there's a primer. That'd be right here. The hammer hits the primer. There's gunpowder in here. That expands when it becomes a gas, right in here, and it shoots the bullet down the barrel. That's how a gun works, or a bullet and a gun works, you know? So he needed to make dummy rounds, and what you do is you take off the bullet, you pop the primer back, well, you unload the gunpowder, and then you pop the primer, and then that takes out any gunpowder. You put the shell or the bullet back onto the shell, and you have a dummy round. So you can film scenes where you're looking into the gun, and you see the tips of the bullets. Well, they screwed up, and they didn't pop one of the primers. They were filming a scene. When he pulled the trigger, there was a pop. People on the set heard it, and it lodged the bullet in the barrel. So the bullet would just be sitting here dormant. Now, a blank is basically the shell and the primer with paper packed on top here, and the gunpowder. So you get a bang, it really good effect, but there's no bullet to shoot out of it. Well, with Brandon, the bullet was left in the barrel of the gun. So when they loaded in the blank, it basically was like a real round. It expanded and the bullet shot out and hit him in the stomach. And sadly, we lost Brandon Lee, you know? The part I'm not understanding with Alec Baldwin is how the hell a live round made it onto the set, and why was he pointing it at a director? That, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense, and I guess as evidence or the police release, information, we'll find out, but, it's kind of a trip.